Hello everyone, welcome back to Web3 Explore. Today in this video, we are going to learn automation. So let us know what we are going to learn today. Okay, first of all, we'll be seeing what exactly automation is, or it's also called as Upkeep. Along with that, we will see some practical use cases where automation can be used and is being used by many projects. And after that, we will see how Upkeep works in core, like how exactly it works in depth. Okay, after that, we'll see how Upkeep works. And after that, we will code our own smart contracts to perform Upkeep. Basically, there are three types of upkeeps. We will see while we will see that like what are the types while performing these upkeeps. Okay. So before we get started, if you haven't subscribed our channel yet, we provide more such courses like this. As you can see, there are many courses and there are many which are planned to come out. Okay. So please do subscribe and turn on this bell icon. Okay. So that you never miss an update when the new crash course is being updated. So now let's get started. So what is Upkeep? Upkeep is a service provided by Chainlink that helps in automating your smart contracts using a secure and hyper-reliable decentralized network. Okay, in simple words, Upkeep helps you in automating your smart contracts, meaning that if there is anything which you want to call repeatedly, like if you want to call a function repeatedly in your contract, you can use Chainlink Upkeep. Okay, you can use this to automate Upkeep. Okay, automating in the sense automating your contracts, which is hyper secure and reliable as well. Okay, as you can see, it's mentioned in their website as well. You can look it there. Okay, the link will be in the description. All these things, all these links which are I'm using here will be in the link description. Okay, so now let us see what are all the practical use cases which you can think of. So first of all, you can use Upkeep to distribute staking rewards. In the sense, if there is a staking pool which you have been maintained, you can use staking rewards. Like you can distribute staking rewards repeatedly. In the sense, if you want to repeatedly reward your stakers with some tokens, you can use a Chainlink Upkeep to repeatedly call a reward distribution function like that. You can use it. Okay, and after that you can use it to automating your NFTs or tokens to the users, meaning that if you want to airdrop tokens to the users, like who all interact with your protocol, if you want to airdrop them, you can use a contract which stores the user addresses who all interact with your interact with your protocol. And after that, based on that addresses, you will call a function which distributes tokens to all those addresses. You will have to repeatedly call this function, right? Like based on time. You can use upkeep there. Okay. After that, if you want to, if you have any game wherein you have to provide your users or the gamers daily check-in rewards also, you can use Solidity contract to do so. Okay. Although it might be considered like it might be expensive to do in Solidity gaming and all those things, but it's like Upkeep can be used here as well. And after that, daily liquidation calls. Let's say you have created a bot which helps in liquidating users in Aave protocol. You might have to repeatedly call your smart contract so that it liquidates users and provides you with profits. Okay, you can use Upkeep to automate your that liquidation calls as well. Okay, there are three types of Upkeep. The first one is time-based Upkeeps, you will specify a specific time. In that specific time intervals, it will call, meaning that if you provide 5 minutes, first of all, now it will call your contracts function and it will wait for 5 minutes. And after that, same repeats. Okay. After that 5 minutes, it will call again, wait for 5 minutes, that kind of thing. And after that, the second type is log based, in the sense, if there is a log on which you want to execute a particular function. Okay. Let's say there is an event or log, both are same. If there is an event which occurred, based on the event, if you want to call a function on your contract, you will use upkeep. Okay, and there is another type which is custom logic. Okay, we will see like in detail how custom logic works at the end of the video, so be sure to be till the end. Okay, so these are some use cases and some definitions, and we will see what is upkeep. Okay, so now let us see how exactly upkeep works. Okay, first of all, there is a registry contract wherein you will register your contract to perform upkeep. Okay, consider it to be here, and some automation nodes are there which are decentralized, which are maintained by Chainlink, which are constantly listening to this contract, which is registry contract. Okay, so what happens is like registry contract will emit an event over here which are constantly listened by these automation nodes. Okay, Once these automation nodes are get to know that like there is a new upkeep which is being registered, they will store its data. Okay, let's say there is a let's say there is a counter contract which you have created, and you have registered your contract in the upkeep based on uh, timely based upkeep which is of 5 minutes. So what it happens is, here register will emit an event which is being constantly listened by these automation nodes. What they do is, first of all, once you just registered, first of all they will call it. Okay, first of all they will call upkeep contract. Upkeep contract will specify, like, check some conditions to whether this contract needs to be automated, in the sense called or not. Okay, so if the conditions are being met, in the sense yes will come over here. If the conditions are met, it will call the automation registry, which will call upkeep contract. Our upkeep contract will call our counter contract. Okay, so you don't have to worry about automation registry and all. You just have to worry about like how the process is. Okay, so if the conditions are not met, it will say no, and it will again come to this process. And after that, it will wait for like 5 minutes, because we have provided 5 minutes interval. And once the 5 minutes are done, it will again check for upkeep. So this is like upkeep conditions are mostly used in custom upkeeps. Like we will see at the end how the custom upkeeps and everything works. Okay. So for now, you don't have to worry about that much. Like for timely based intervals and timely based upkeeps and log based upkeeps, we don't have to worry for it. So this is how it works. Like there is a registry which are listened by automation nodes. If some conditions, if it is turns to be true, it will call our contract. In the sense, upkeep will call our contract, and once it's done, it will wait for 5 minutes again. And after 5 minutes, it will repeat the process. If the condition is not met, it will come back to automation nodes and it will wait for 5 minutes again. Okay, this is how it works. So first of all, let us code our own contract, like to check upkeep, like time-based upkeeps. Okay. So now let us code our contract. So I have opened Remix, in the sense I have already created my contract, which is simple counter contract, as you can see, where there is a single public member, which is count, and a public function increment. Okay. So I have already deployed it to Sepolia testnet. If you want to use it, you can use this address. Okay, for reference. I will provide it over here. It will also be there in the description as well. You can copy from it there. Okay. So I have created a counter contract as the increment function. So now let us automate this contract. Okay. First of all, you will have to come to this link, chainlink/automation, chain.link/automation. This link will also be in the description. Just click there and head over to here. Okay. So you will have to you will have to click launch app, which will open another page where we will register our upkeep. So first of all, we will click on register new upkeep, where we will create time-based upkeeps. There are these two as well. Log trigger is simple, like based on logs, as I explained before. If there is any events being emitted, based on that, it will upkeep. Okay. So for now, we are going to use time-based, and we will click on next. So we will enter our contract address, which we have copied, and click on next. There will not be any ABI because we haven't verified it. So we will just copy it from here. Okay. This ABI will also be provided in the description. You can copy it from there. So we will copy and paste it over here, and we will click on next. Okay. So once it's done, we will have to like specify like which function which we have to call. So as there is only single function, this it's showing a single one over here. We'll select it. If there is any like multiple functions, you can select there as well, like it as well. We will click on next. And if there is any parameters which needs to be passed, it will ask here itself, which you can pass it. Okay. So I have to specify a time schedule. Let us call it every 15 minutes. Okay. Here as you can see, this is the minute specification. They have already specified it in the right, like where the minute comes. In the between first and second star, the minute comes, and after that hours between these two stars, and after that days and months. Okay. So first of all, let us do this to single minute. Okay, I'll just update it to 1 minute, so that like every single minute our contract is incremented. In the sense, our counter is incremented. Okay. So after that, we will click on next over here, and we'll have to paste some link, in the sense because it has to like perform a peep, right? We'll have to paste some link. Let us provide 5. If you don't have link tokens over here, as you can see, I'm in Ethereum Sepolia. What you can do is, so you can head over to faucets.chain.link, and you can select your network over here, like Ethereum Sepolia or whatever testnet you are going to use, and select it over here. And after that, you can provide your wallet address, like you will have to connect your wallet. and the address will automatically come over here, and you can just log in via GitHub and send a request such that like you will get some link tokens over there. Okay, so now let's come over here to our registration. So I'm going to provide 5 link tokens. As you can see, it is like here as well, like mentioned here. You can just directly click over here. So after that, we will have to like these are the optional things which you don't have to specify. Like you can specify that as well. We are going to skip it for now. Okay, we will click on register upkeep. Okay, upkeep name. Okay, let's say this is our counter contract. I'll provide counter. This doesn't matter. Okay, like there is no need to like worry about that. We'll just click on upkeep, and we'll have to approve some things like for it to be like register our upkeeps and do all those process. We will have to transfer our link tokens as well, and some process are there. You don't have to worry about like what all this it does. Okay, let us wait for it to be confirmed because it's a poll. It will take around 12 seconds. At the end, we will see like how the automation things and custom automation works. Okay, like you will have to specify your custom logics for it to be executed. So let us confirm this as well. Okay, it will done. Once it's done, we will, like it will provide us with a button where you can click and like just head over to our upkeep. Okay. So as you can see, I have already deployed my contract over here. Now the counter is just 0. Okay. So now let us like wait for it to happen so that like once it does the upkeep and we will get to know about like what's the counter over here. So now let us see whether it's done. Okay, we have like successfully created our upkeep, and so now let us view our upkeep over here. So here you will like you will get all the details of your upkeep. So first of all, what's all happening, like what's the status, what's the balance, and what's the minimum balance required, and all those things. Total spent and everything which you need, you will get it over here. Okay. So as you can see, there is just around just a minute. These are the previous ones which I have like created some days. So these are the just these ones where it like performed an upkeep just now. Okay, in the sense the counter is being updated. So now let us see whether our counter is updated or not. As you can see, our counter is updated over here. So this, as I specified before, this repeatedly calls our upkeep in the sense our counter contract based on time which you have specified, which is 1 minute. Okay, every single minute this will call our counter contract over here and update it. So now it's one. It will like do all this process which we have discussed here, and it will perform upkeep repeatedly. Okay, once the funds are like exhausted, in the sense there is no more funds, in the sense no more balance, it will stop performing those actions. Okay, and you can like fund your contract here as well, in the sense fund your registry here as well. So now let us see like how custom logics are being made. Okay, so first of all, let us launch app here, and we will register new upkeep, and we will see custom logic. We'll click on next. Okay, first of all, we'll have to provide our contract address, which I will copy from here. So I'll paste it over here and click on next. Yes, as you can see, unable to verify if this is an automation compatible, like unable to verify it is an automation compatible contract, meaning that if you have to perform custom logic upkeep, you will have to implement automation compatible contract. In the sense, you will have to implement, in the sense you will have to inherit this automation compatible interface and have two functions in it. Okay. So first of all, let us see what are the two functions which we need to like implement in our contract. Okay. So there are two functions. The first one is perform upkeep. Here somewhere, just a minute. As you can see, there are two functions which you have to perform. The first one is check upkeep, and the second one is perform upkeep. Okay. In our check upkeep function, you will write all those functions which you need to check upkeep is used to check the conditions for upkeeping. In the sense, like as you have seen this, right? Like here, upkeep contract. This automation registry will listen to like we will call our own contract, not this upkeep contract. We'll call our own upkeep contract upkeep contracts this function, in the sense this check upkeep function, it will call check upkeep function of our own contract, and it will like this will return whether upkeep is needed or not. Okay, upkeep is needed, it will call perform upkeep function, which will also be defined in our contract. Okay, these two functions which we have to like define in order to have a custom logic built. In a sense, you will have to like specify custom logic in check upkeep function. Like you will have to like specify your own logic, whatever the logic you want to have. Like this is if you want to enable based on time intervals based on block or timestamp or block numbers, you can use that. Okay, you can use that, like have custom logic here. If you want to have automation to be done, you will return true. And if the automation like need not to be done, it will return like you will return false. Okay. Along with returning whether true or false, like whether you have to do the upkeep or not, you will return perform upkeep data. Okay. In the sense, as you can see, perform data you will have to return. This perform data is used to call this perform upkeep. Okay. Now you might say that like anyone can call the upkeep function, right? Like as it is external override. You will have to like specify modifiers like only upkeep contracts can call all those things you can specify over there. This is how it does. Like check upkeep function is over here. You'll have to provide your logic, which returns either upkeep is needed or not, along with the data. This data is used to call perform upkeep function, where you will have like custom logic you have built to execute your functions, which you have to like repeatedly execute. Okay, this is how it works. Like this is the two functions which you have to implement. The log based are too simple. Like there is a log which you have to select in our contract over here. It will provide just a minute log trigger. You'll have to provide your contract address and it will show all the logs which are there. Okay, and this is how it works. Like hope you understood like how automation works and everything. And if you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section. And for more such crash courses on multiple different tools and technologies used in blockchain, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. So this is it. Thank you all.